This week on 90 Day Fiancé, Sims 4 edition.
This is a turning point because he says, "Hey Marina, Chinago has asked me out on a date. Should I say yes?" The Sim government has tried to capture ghosts but can't find anything to hold them, so I guess they don't have the ectoplasm machines like the Ghostbusters. I don't know. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for our Season 4 premiere of 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. We are here with Marina Sedna, and she is having some back aches because of her cheap bed, but she only has 567 simoleons to her name. We are going to get Marina to come cook because she is a little hungry. I think she could just do some biscuits and honey. You saw her over here talking to her pet rodent, which I can't remember the type that it is, but his name is Thimble, and this is one of her companions. When she finishes cooking, she'll give him a treat. Her other companion is right here, and her name is Finn, and she has a special interaction because she's a mermaid. She can actually talk to Finn. So Marina Sedna is one half of the stars of our Season 4 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. I'm so excited about this season. We are, oh, girl. Oh, not picked it up with her foot, but she's the only one eating it, so okay. I still wouldn't do it, but okay, Marina, go ahead. So Marina's cooking skill is low. And the reason being, Marina is a mermaid. She is living in an alternate sim world where the sim government has found out about all occult sims. So while she's cooking, I'm going to go walls up just a minute so you can see her little tiny cabin. Oh my gosh. Someone's out here. Now, this scares Marina when people pop up at the house because, oh my gosh, what do they want? Are they secret sim government agents? So she is going to talk to her fish. Then she will go and speak to, this is Jessica Cash, who she doesn't know. She is not too friendly because she gets very nervous. We'll just, we're going to assume this is a neighbor, maybe a new neighbor. Glimmerbrook is where Marina lives. She'll just ask her about her day and ask her about her career. And the reason Marina's in Glimmerbrook, which is an odd place for a mermaid, is because she is in hiding from the sim government. The sim government has taken any occult they could find, but there are still loads of occults in the world, but they just don't know it. She'll ask her about her interests and hobbies and skills, and then she is going to ask her to leave because Marina's hydration is low and she's hungry. So I'm over here, get some biscuits and honey from her granny's cookbook mine, which looks delicious. Just ignore the rotted, spoiled water that is here, sending up nasty fumes, but she's leaving. So that is great. Oh gosh, she probably doesn't want to eat by that, but this will get her hunger up enough. And yeah, she could put this up. And then Marina is in a tiny cabin, but it's bigger than it looks because she has a pool, a tiny pool for a mermaid, but still she knows that this is a blessing because most mermaids in hiding don't even have a pool. And them, God forbid, that she had to take refuge in Oasis Springs. It's not a place she's traveled to, but she is aware of it. And she definitely does not want to ever have to go to the desert because the oases are few and far between, and the mermaids there just have a hard time. And even though it was pretty common to have pools there prior to Occult Gate, now having a pool makes people look at you funny, even though plenty of regular sims had pools. So Marina did decide to relocate to Glimmerbrook because she felt like it was the least suspicious place she could live. Them government had come through. They felt like they had gotten all the occults out. However, they missed a whole lot of them. There are a lot of spellcasters still here. There are other mermaids. Her best friend here is a mermaid and a spellcaster. It's New Year's, so what she's gonna do is go ahead and make a resolution, and it's going to be to get a significant other. Now, the only person she allows to come in is her best friend Rachel. She is going to quickly do a video chat with Ishire Berman. Now, she met Ishire, and I will show you their sentiments She met Ishir online. She was looking for friends to look for other places to live. You can see their lovebirds. This is shaping up to be a beautiful romance, but they both feel deeply connected to each other. And she is not afraid to admit that she is falling in love with him. She's falling. She feels herself falling. But she is lonely. She's still a young sim. You know, she hasn't seen her family in close to 2 years. She was actually a princess of the Mer people clan that hailed from Sulani. So there were three clans that she knew about. One was Tartosa and the other was in Tamarang. So that is why she did not settle in those places, because the Sim government had figured that the Mer Sims would be around those areas where there are oceans. So she came here to this landlocked, dreary place. It's freezing in the winter and snowing, and in other seasons it's just dark and foreboding. But she's made a way here. Ashir told her about Magnolia Promenade, which she never met anyone who lived there, but it's pretty isolated. So she started to think maybe that's a good place for her. They started talking about a lot of things. I mean, as many things as she could talk about while being secretive. So another thing that Marina does is research genealogy. She is looking for her parents. She doesn't know if they've survived, but she's most worried about her younger brother. Mer Sims have a longer lifespan than regular Sim people, and so her parents had a infant son, which was her full brother, and he was an infant when they were taken. She managed to swim to an alcove that was hidden away and hide in a cave in Sulani that the Sim government did not know about at that time. But now she's getting antsy because she's starting to feel like they may be on to her, but she doesn't have any reason for that. She honestly feels that way just because she gets nervous. This is the longest time that she's been in one place ever since the government takeover. On the genealogy sites, there are other Mer people that post in the Mermatic languages. Now, those languages are different from place to place. However, it's similar enough where they can communicate effectively with each other, and the Sim government has not hacked that code as far as she knows. Now, this is her friend coming up the pathway, Rachel, who is a mermaid spellcaster. Now, the Sim government did invent some things that allow them to track spellcasters, but the device only has a 50% chance of working. But the Sim government does not know that. They think it's highly accurate. Now, I think her friend runs hot every time we see her in the snow. She's in a bathing suit, or she's a bartender, so maybe she's drank a lot, but she's always warm even though it's freezing outside. And that's contrary to how mermaids normally are, because Marina gets cold very quickly, but her friend does not. So they are just kind of celebrating New Year's the best that they can, because they can't shoot the fireworks. They can, but Marina's just afraid to bring extra attention her way. So she's done the things she can do. She doesn't really do too much decorating, but maybe she will in upcoming holidays, because she doesn't really see anything wrong with that. But she's definitely going to do the countdown to midnight. Now, Marina also just got a new job, and that is at the mausoleum. She is a burial specialist, and this is pretty. Oh, girl, get it, get it, get it, get it. Look at that walk. That's a mermaid walk. Yeah, she had to get another job because she felt like the people at her job were a little suspicious of what was going on. So she is just setting up her social media profile, because she'll change it and use different pictures of herself. But she met Ishire on a dating website that's also for friends. She's actually going to watch some New Year's TV. And oh, the other thing, Ishire has been really trying to get her to come visit. He actually was willing to come to her, but she wouldn't let him come, because obviously she did not want him to see the giant hole in her floor. Now, her friend has put a spell on this ladder and hole, so the average Sim cannot just see it. Now, if Ashir came to stay and he walked over the hole, he would absolutely fall into the hole and into a pool. And I'm sure he would wonder why there's a hidden pool in her basement, because he has no idea where she is. But she did make her resolution, as you saw. She's ready to have a relationship. One thing that her friend has been telling her: just talk to him and give him a chance. She's gonna try to get her friend Rachel over. If you get close enough to him, then you will know if you can trust him or not. Okay, here's Rachel again. One thing about Rachel is she walks around in ball gowns a lot. Rachel looks great, Let's turn the TV on because she really wants to do the New Year's countdown with her friend. And she's also just talking about her dreams, and her friend is pretty wrapped up. But let me take control of her so you can see Rachel. Another thing, Rachel does not live in Glimmerbrook. She actually doesn't live anywhere. She's homeless. So you can see here that she's a spellcaster, but she's an apprentice. So she's very not. You see, she's got hydration. They're counting down. Oh, a ghost is out here. We're going to leave Cecilia alone. I don't know why she wants to come visit us for New Year's. And that's another thing. The Sim government has tried to capture ghosts, but can't find anything to hold them. So I guess they don't have the ectoplasm machines like the Ghostbusters. I don't know. But this is a site, two mermaids / spellcaster and a ghost. Yeah, her friend Rachel's just telling her if he's going to end up loving you, then maybe you can trust him. And she's nervous because Rachel just doesn't know a lot about Ishir. I mean, she's learning about him, but nothing where she could just let go of her fears. But she is also living in a world that is full of fear and uncertainty. So her friend has to get out of here, and we could still kind of hear the ghost around. She's going to come and get some leftovers. Oh, the ghost is right here. I don't want her to tear up our house, but I don't really want to talk to her either. We're going to come out here because one thing she does, there are treasures to be found in Glimmerbrook. So she comes out and digs to earn extra income. She looks for frogs. These are just things that she does around here to try to get a few extra simoleons because the research she does costs simoleons. And she is going to research genealogy one more time before she goes to bed for the night because she does have to go to work tomorrow night. She works part-time. She earns the rest of her income through gaming. And let's look really quickly. She's a minimalist, family-oriented gamer, collector. She doesn't want a child right now. She does want children, but it's just because she is so fearful of bringing a mermaid child into this world. Now, she is a child of the ocean. She is jaded. And I mean, can we blame Marina for being jaded? I don't think so, because we could enter a novice tournament. I think we could spare $20. If she doesn't win, it's no big deal, but she's feeling inspired. So I'm hoping that can bring us a win. Also, as a princess, that's why Marina can't cook good even after almost 2 years. She never prepared her own food as a mermaid. They had other mer people who volunteered to serve the royalty. So she's been thinking about Ishir a lot, and she doesn't want him to come here because she is afraid that the glamour won't work, or even if, and she also worries about if her hydration gets too low. She can always take a bath, but she seldom uses her bathtub. She got third place in that tournament and got $35, so she made $15. We will pause here and we will be back with Ishir. We are here at the home of Ishir Berman. Now, I did download this house from the gallery, so thank you, Haley K10. This house was built by Haley K10. It was a base game house with the laundry pack. It had 2 packs, I believe, with it. So this is Ishir's house. He is jogging. It's a little warmer than it had been. It had been snowing here, and normally he has his hair covered, but not in his summer jogging outfit, but definitely in his winter workout clothes. He's running and he's checking his phone. He's been kind of anxious lately because he is starting to fall for a sim that he's never met in person. So if this were the real 90 Day Fiancé franchise, this would be a before the 90 Day Sims 4 edition. Ishir is determined that he is going to meet Marina. He saw her online. He was attracted to her picture. He thinks she is beautiful. But then they started chatting because she was talking about looking for a new home. And she talked about something about a new career. So she was looking for friends to tell her about areas. So with that, they began to chat, but they started talking about all types of things. And he realized that she was intelligent and brave. This is Dwayne. He is freezing. And so Ishir is just checking on him. He's letting him know to be careful because if he walks around freezing, he could become deceased. But the Sim government could think he's an alien. This is his bedroom. Now, when he bought the house, it already had a children's room set up, and somebody left a lot of the stuff. They took like the children's beds and stuff, but left this. He kept it like that because deep down, he is a family-oriented sim. He would love to have children. He's a quick learner, sincere, ambitious. active, proper, and an art lover. Now, his ambition is what we need to talk about. He is right now online. He has a video conference with his colleagues. Ishire is a field agent in the Secret Service track for the SimBI. Ishire just got promoted to field agent about 6 months ago, and he just upgraded his bed because he wasn't home a lot. When he has an investigation, he can be gone for longer periods, but when he's home, he tends to have a lot of downtime because he doesn't usually have to go into the office. He can do his work from home. Something is happening at work that has really concerned him. He had been assigned to a crime unit to track behavioral patterns of the most serious sim criminals, but his boss approached him and said if he was really interested in moving up the track, he was going to have to start working with the unit that tracks down occult sims. It's against one of his core beliefs. Ishire does not believe that they should be taking occult sims because he doesn't even know what they're doing with them exactly because it's above his classification level, so he cannot know certain details. He is a writer and he's currently writing a book called A World Without Occults. He writes it under a pen name. It is a take from the things that he has been able to find out as a government agent, which is not a lot, but he does know that they are breaking up homes and families and displacing these occult sims because they are different. And he will never believe that is the right thing to do. He is warned with himself because he is such an ambitious sim. It's hard for him to avoid a pull of actually moving up his career because he only needs like 3 more promotions to be at the top. Secretly, he feels like he is really looking for a way to help occult sims. He really wants to find out where they are. Now, this is twofold for him. He feels like he could help if he could find out the main hub where they're keeping occults, but he has been able to find out that they are separating occult sims by type. So if you're a spellcaster, you're at one facility mainly. If you're a werewolf or a mermaid or a vampire, those things I don't have in my game, full disclosure, werewolves and vampires, but in my imagination, they live on. But anyway, they're at different facilities. So yeah, he would love to like get to them and free them. I don't know how that'll work because he doesn't know. He also wants to write a book about it. He wants to profit off of it. He wants some notoriety. Sometimes you could do something bad for a good reason, and sometimes you do something good for a bad reason. He's going to stop his book right now, and he is going to go ahead and fix some food. So what else is on his? Yes, he wants children. He wants a family. He wants a wife first of all. So it leads him to Marina. He wanted to go see her and he started to just book a ticket in this new world with the coast. They have more than planes. They have a sim bullet train that can take you between worlds. In his job, he's just not trusted people easily because he's seen the worst of the worst. When he worked for the criminal profiling division of the SimBI, then he saw sims at their worst, so he really had a hard time trusting from there. So he started to pop up on Marina, but she has said that she would not be comfortable with someone just coming to her place, especially this quickly as a first visit, because they have not met in person. They do video chat a lot. He's gonna watch a little WooTube videos. Marina's been watching them a lot too. They do send woohoo text and woohoo talk on video chat, but they've done that a couple of times. But they have wanted to take certain things slow because they want to meet and see if this is real. But this is the catch. Ishire does not know that Marina's a mermaid, even though he thinks her name's quite interesting, but she did explain that to him, where the name came from. She does not know that he is a secret agent for the Sim government. So he's gonna send Marina one more text and he's gonna tell her that if she does not come see him because he's gonna pay for her ticket, he will be popping up to see her. And he's indeed gonna send her a love email as well. And we're gonna pause here. When we come back, we'll be back with Marina to see what decision she has made. Marina is swimming around and you can see that her mermaid tail is beautiful. But, oh, she's swimming through the sand. Don't worry about that part. She's used to having oceans to swim and leap in. She took some treasures from home and sold, but now those are gone. There are more treasures, but she is scared to go back to Sulani's oceans to get them. So I think this little rodent, they need constant attention. She does tell her secrets. Oh, she needs to go to work. Oh my gosh. Go, 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 go. She can't get fired from this new job. Go to work, girl. She needs this money. She's back. She made $82. She's got workout clothes on. It's not freezing. It's freezing here, but not snow anymore. She looks amazing, by the way. She tells her secrets to Thimble because it won't go anywhere. She's going to finish this cheese and fruit. She's so tired. And that's what Marina can eat pretty much anything. The one thing she doesn't like is fish. She's got to get back to Ishir because she does not want him to show up there. But she's so tired, she's just going to get some sleep and then she will message him. She is so sad. She feels marooned from a lack of ocean activities. She's thought about at times going to one of the other places where mermaids are, but she's just really terrified to do that. She is so afraid that if she goes home to Sulani or if she goes to Tartosa or Tamarang, she will be caught. But you could just see how depressed she is. And it just makes me feel bad for her because this is her life now. But she's getting herself together. And after she talks to her fish, she is going to do a video chat. Oh, Ishir's calling her before. This is a turning point because he says, "Hey, Marina, Chinago has asked me out on a date. Should I say yes?" Now, why is Ishire calling her to ask this? She's going to say, "I don't think it's a good idea." She was just about to call her, but now she is in her feelings again because why would he call and ask her that? But I believe that Ishire is doing that because I think he's trying to force her hand for meeting in person. They have been talking for about, I think I didn't tell a timeline, but it's been about 6 months online and they have not met. She's just going to get on the genealogy website because, again, she could find a relative. If she doesn't find her mother or father or her little brother, she may find one of her other relatives since everybody wasn't captured, but a lot of people were. She knows her mother and father were capturing her little infant brother. She's going to do this to take her mind off of Ishire. She is going to call him back because she doesn't want him to date anybody else. And she did let him know that. She did call Ishire. He didn't answer. So she is going to send him a text and is just going to say to call her when he gets time. She wants to tell him that she is going to visit him. She's going to come out here because she loves the rain, of course. What she's going to do is call for clear skies with her mermaid powers, and it worked. So she is going to make just a very quick trip to the bar. Marina is at the bar and her friend is not here today, so she's going to introduce herself to the bartender and order a drink. One thing is Marina likes a good drink. She will earn a few simoleons and spend a little on a drink. So she is going to get her a Demon Gusty. I think that's what it was called. She's just going to see who's hanging out in the bar today. If you come at night, you will still find many spellcasters here. And again, just like many years ago where they would have witch trials and just grab people, well, in the sim where there are occults, like this is a spellcaster. They just grab people and their device was only 50% accurate, which is just like flipping a coin, right? So it's not accurate at all. So she knows Morgan. She actually had tried to talk to Morgan, but it's just been too many people around and she does not have his number. But she's talking in code about neighbors because she has seen on the forums where they talk in the secret mermaid language that he may actually have an idea where some of the occults are being kept, and he himself is an occult sim. She's going to talk about that, and she's also decided to just go ahead and video call Ishir and tell him that she is planning a stay over and that she will come visit him for a few days. Morgan has left because he's a powerful spellcaster, but it scared him that she asked about that. But because what if she's a secret agent? He doesn't know, but he's seen Marina around a while, so he wants to help if he can, but he is nervous to talk to her, so he left. She will try again, and see, this Sam is brave because he is doing spells right out in the open. But while Marina talks to Ishir, who seems very happy, it says she's a klepto. She is not a klepto. She's a collector, not a klepto. That is weird. I think they put a spell on her. Probably Morgan, because he didn't like that she was asking questions. Somebody did it, so I'm going to find out. I know we had a lot of things to establish and set up this episode, but I hope you enjoyed this episode 1 of our Season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. Next episode, Marina will be going to visit Ishir, and this will be their first in-person meeting. Until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye-bye.